gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Cinema Villains proudly bring to you our final for 2026 final episode of the Black History Month pick. I am your hostess with the mostest, Shaggy Black. Alongside me is my brother from another mother, my hetero life mate, Jose, and our special guest. Those who have been fans of the show have seen them before. If you're new here, welcome. My lovely, just little sister who near and dear to my heart, Kai Fields of Kai FX Studios, makeup artist extraordinaire. How are you, man?
Hello. I'm wonderful.
Oh, wait.
Yes. Motherfucker, are you serious?
Wait.
Oh my god. Guys, welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
I'm
Yep.
excited.
Yeah. Yeah. This motherfucker pressed 6 buttons just to get to one.
Wait, I forgot which one. Oh, man. Anyway. No,
Oh, dude, is there no... Okay, dead ass question.
Yeah.
This shows our unprofessionalism.
Oh, no.
Is it digital? Is it digital buttons? Or is it physical buttons?
They're physical buttons.
Why haven't you labeled them?
Why would I do that?
Anywho.
That's what I was waiting for. That's my bad. That one's on me, y'all. My bad.
This is what I have to deal with.
I miss y'all.
We missed you too, and thank you for
Yep.
coming. Thank you for finally coming back to our this hilarious comedy sketch we call a show. Obviously, you know, Black History Month is big to folks like us, and we love to share. And then also, we in the movie space love to have these movies and just we remember them by. And with us here in Cinema Villains, we dedicate Black History Month to some of the best black villains that have graced the silver screen. So we saved this movie for you, and there's reasons, but we went with 1992's Candyman, starring the late great Tony Todd as the titular character.
Rest in peace, Tony Todd.
Yeah. Legend, goat.
That was the
There
only
is.
thing that kept me with Final Destination, this last one. I was in the
Yeah, 'cause
theater
you didn't like that one.
boo-hoo crying. Oh, hell no. I thought it was
Yeah,
terrible.
you didn't
but
like that.
that one saved me from trying to get my money back for the ticket. But
Yeah, nah,
yeah.
that one.
It was making me laugh. I can't watch Final Destination movies no more. Shaq, by the way,
Why?
being a JoJo fan, all
Explain.
I see all the bullshit happening, and all in my mind is wonder of you.
Oh, okay.
That's why
You know
I'm just
the crazy shit is
Yeah.
the moment that gets animated, it's probably gonna ruin it for me because I'm gonna just hear it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I
Guys are
digress.
gonna be like, here's what death does. It's they just wonder of you.
I'm
like, oh no.
Being right behind the truck. Being right behind the truck, be like, nope. Hell no. Sorry for that nerdy interlude there, Kai. But there's a reason why you're on this episode, and it's not just because we wanted to have you back. Obviously, yes, we wanted to have you back. We didn't cover this for a smooth 2-3 years just to make sure we have you on here because you would bring balance to the force. With this, that reason being is because it is very well known in this digital room that I do not care for 1992's Candyman, and there's a specific reason as to why. However, and Jose does not know this, upon rewatching it today, I may have judged you too harshly.
Yeah, Shaq. Because I was watching this, and I was literally like, hold on. What was Shaggy's problem again? I was just like, hold on, did we watch the same movie
We did.
growing up? That's why I was like,
We
Well, hey,
did.
you're looking for
Well,
Candyman, bitch.
my frontal lobe wasn't developed when I watched this originally, back when I was a wee tot.
oh, we
Um, but it was my beef with this movie is obviously the love interest from this, and wasn't it's not my favorite fucking thing. I detest it, honestly, but going back at it and looking at it, it's not as bad as I remember. Still fucked up, but not as bad as I remember.
yeah.
So I have definitely calmed down a bit on the harshness of, like, boy, if we'd have did this like 3 years ago,
Oh, you would have went off, bro.
oh
You would have.
buddy,
You would have released the
buddy,
Kraken.
yeah, I was like, boy, I got a bone to pick with this. Clive Barker, you yeah, it would have been it would have been like really I would have came with heavy handed with this, but since rewatching it, I have calmed down. There is some stuff I still don't like, but there's way more stuff in it that I do like that takes over the negative feelings I have about this movie.
Okay, I can see that.
That I just had to be honest. Like I said, Jose did know about this. I may have alluded to you offline, but honestly, I was like, I will save it for the show. Um, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm glad. Again, sitting down rewatching it, I'm like, okay, all right, I fuck with it. I see the vision. I still don't like the love interest whatsoever, but there's
What
or
don't you like about her?
love. She's white.
Ah, I figured. I just thought she was flat. Flat as in like her character wise.
Um, it kind of makes. Well, you have to look at it too. Like, it was done in 1992, and character development around that time isn't like the greatest.
Especially in horror. So
Yeah, like around that time, because, like, they were fucking coming from like slashers and stuff like that and everything else. And the crazy thing is that actress is not bad. She's actually pretty solid. Um,
Virginia Madison?
yeah, Virginia
Madison?
Madison.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Virginia
Yeah.
Madison.
Madison.
Madsen. I added a Madison thinking, but it's Madsen. Virginia
That's
Madsen.
Buddy's sister, right? Buddy from
You talking about? You
who
talking
just
about
passed away, I think.
Michael Madsen?
Yeah.
Yes, that is
Okay.
her brother. Rest in peace to Michael Madsen.
Mhm.
But yeah, like, I can definitely agree. Kai, she was definitely flat. But all things considered, I don't think that was. She looked the part. There are some things that
Oh
her
yeah.
scenes. There were some scenes in this movie that was shot perfectly, and I don't know how well you could have done that with another actress. You might could, but like
Yeah.
for that time and moment, it added to what it needed to do, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
so no hate on her, but like, just my biggest, for those who don't know, my biggest beef with the 1992 version of Candyman, I keep saying the love interest because she was white, but the story with that is, uh, Candyman, the particular character, was attacked by white men because he was in love with a white woman. They found out. They cut off his hand, put honey all over his naked body, and let the bees ravish him. And then they set him on fire, and he was haunting the hood. My biggest thing was, is like, my complaint was, I get why, but why are you going after? Why are you going after the black folks, man? When white folks right over there?
I
It's
mean, you
Chicago
can
too.
say
You know
that.
exactly where they are.
You can say that in the same instance of why are you going after the same woman that caused your
Reincarnation.
demise? You know?
Yeah, it's a reincarnation thing. So he was like,
Yeah.
he wanted to have her kind of like a Frankenstein, like kind of like a Frankenstein's monster, chasing after the bride, but it was different things. So like again, I just never cared for that. Right, the remake did like did a better job, like kind of omiting that.
I
Yeah,
was
that
gonna
was
ask
actually
that.
null and void.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna like, does the watching the requel, does that change this movie? Know what I mean? Does it change like the
It's
context and
another
how you?
story.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just another story in that universe. Because at
Hmm.
the end of the requel, you have the lineage of Candyman, right? And that it's not
Yeah.
just Tony Todd or Daniel Radcliffe. It's not just him. It's a multitude of Candymen that came before him and after him, which goes into the whole comparison to like black men that were wrongfully murdered by the police or at the hands of white women or
Mm.
whatever may have you.
Yeah.
But going back to what you said regarding him talking about or him haunting the people of Cabrini Green, what would that movie have looked like if he was actually just haunting white people the whole time?
For one, hilarious. For
Yeah.
two,
Exactly.
for
It would have been a
two,
longer, better version of that that short from Tales from the Hood
yeah,
Oh yeah.
with the
I
little
mean,
yeah,
don't get me wrong, he was fucking up
yeah,
some white people in this movie though. It was like three
yeah.
people that was like,
yeah. And
I was
then,
like,
but the
Ted Raimi,
first,
no. I was
yeah,
like,
I know, right? I was like, it's like Ted Raimi, he did nothing wrong. But no,
like, at least like,
but like that was just a story. That one to me didn't really count, and we'll dive into that a little later.
yeah,
yeah.
But it just kind of fucked with me a little bit at the time. I was like, at the time, now that I'm older, wiser, and rewatched it and everything else, I'm like, okay, there's a lot of other stuff to like about this movie, except for my bold face hate for this. Um, but like that was the reason. But now, like, I'm able to come down, like take that anger out and just be like, all right, you know what? There's other stuff to like in this. Um, but growing up, ooh, bitch, I, I did not care for Candyman. I didn't. I was
Candyman was
also one of those
scary
people
as
that would
fuck.
call out Beetlejuice. I was also one of those people that called out Bloody Mary and Candyman at the same time to see if they fight.
Duval. That's that Duval shit right there.
hmm
That's the Lord shit. Because what do you mean?
I mean, now the newer millennial version is calling out Candyman and Beetlejuice to see which one wins, and I'm just like, you know what?
Well,
Absolutely.
wouldn't
Nigga said,
Beetlejuice
I'm gonna
win
make
because
them
he
niggas
only has to say his name three times?
Beyblades.
So
So you would
my
have to
thing
speed
is,
run Candyman
yep,
to try to.
I would at least get up to, I would say Candyman 3 times. Then as I'm doing Beetlejuice, I'm staying at like alternate. So by the time I say the last one, both of them will pop up.
Ah, okay, there you go.
I have a mirror right here. I should probably say Candyman.
Don't, man. They gonna take your drugs. I mean,
Golly,
it's not me drugs. I meant the alcohol.
it was steal your booze. I should have dressed Harry as a bee. I just realized that. But anyway,
Oh,
You could have.
I could. I didn't think of that. I was like, Harry, you're a bee tonight.
Well, Harry just popped up on you and just seeked
And he's
shelter.
like, if I sit, I slit. What are the cats?
If I fits, I sits.
And sure enough, it's like, hey,
very much so. I love when they're
you
little
are now my dead.
lows.
Yeah, no. So no, don't Kai, don't get it twisted. Harry is a menace.
He will. You know how
He
many
is a
Harry is a
times
menace.
hairless cat.
we
Of
have
course he's a
recorded.
menace.
We have recorded, and all of a sudden he decides, "Hey, look, a laptop," and jumps on it. There, there went the show.
Yep.
The show's ended. Just like, well,
It's his
guys, I'll
father.
be back in a minute.
He's like, Father, I'm here. Pet
Pay
me.
attention to me. Skibbity pep.
Shower me with affection. That's enough.
I know
Did you want to
that's
know a
enough.
fun fact on
What's up?
Candyman?
Yeah. Yes.
Her, I guess, colleague or classmate or whatever. Her name, the actress's name is Cassie Lemons, and that is the same woman who wrote and directed Eve's Bayou.
Yeah.
Hey,
Another one. So Jose is giving me, before we delve into this, Jose was giving me shit figuring out what other movies could we cover for Black History Month. This motherfucker hit me with Meteor Man, and I totally forgot fucking Meteor Man existed for a minute.
Shout out to
God,
Robert
that might be a
Townsend.
before your that might be before your time, but
Oh, it 100% is.
1000% is before your time. You probably there's no way you haven't heard of it though, because that's a hood classic.
Yeah, shout out to Robert Townsend, Meteor Man, Meteor Man,
Mm-hmm. Amen.
definitely.
And then Kai just brought up fucking Eve's Bayou, which
Eve's Bayou
not really
is
necessary.
not something that
It's horror adjacent.
is horrific. All right, they try to cover
Mm-hmm.
up that cover up that real life horror with that voodoo, and I'm like, I'm good.
Mm-mm. Hell no, no sir, no sir. That shit ain't good. But we'll dive right into this. Going off, so beginning of this show, obviously with us filibustering. Um, I typically ask Jose, when did he actually watch this movie? And with him, I have to ask him, did he see it in theaters? But Kai, you are our guest on the show, so tell me, what was your experience with Candyman the first time? How did you get into it? I guess.
I, of course, knew about the urban legend before I saw the movie. I don't even remember when or where I saw Candyman for the first time. Had to have been somewhere maybe like elementary. I don't remember exactly like sitting down and watching it. It's just kind of just something that was just interwoven in like my experience as a black child growing up in the South. Like, all right, Candyman. So,
Staple.
I feel like, yeah. I mean,
Actually, that's a great pivot because I know me and you could speak on like how Candyman was brought up into black households.
yeah, it was. I
Uh,
was introduced to the urban legend before the film, like
yeah,
way before.
I can't say that we definitely saw the film, and then the religions came up. But I definitely know it was one of those things that if you was at your homeboy's house, you said it's like, yo, that was one of them things you'd be like, ooh, that was one of the mystery games when you were smaller. Teenagers, we didn't care, but
Hmm.
like small kids, we definitely was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like we would do that. Bloody Mary and Candyman would be the ones
Bloody
we said,
Mary
but
was so
motherfuckers.
scary. Oh my god.
And then somebody, yeah, that shit can sneak up on you. Jose, what about you, man?
Nah.
When did you see the movie? And like, how was Candyman growing up? Like, how was that mythos in your household?
So I do think I saw this in theaters
I fucking knew it.
as a wee tot. I'm pretty sure my mom took
I
me.
fucking knew it.
No, my mom wanted to see it, so she just brought me along, and this scared the shit out of me, dog.
Of course.
I ain't gonna hold you. This fucking that the whole mythos about a mirror. Nope,
Yeah.
absolutely not. Y'all get this shit out of here. Y'all can say all that shit in there y'all want. I am leaving the house. See y'all later.
That motherfucker
Nope.
was not in. That motherfucker was not in a dark room
I also think
with
it's
the
maybe I'm
mirror.
scared of bees.
Fuck.
Wow, man. Bees will fuck you up. No.
Was so like again, my I didn't see Candyman in theaters. Definitely knew about the urban legend beforehand, but we definitely did see the movie. Um, what what attracted me to it, of course, and I don't know if you're the same with this, Jose. The box art. This was one of those box arts
Yes.
that was just
Yeah.
was really
Mhm.
good. Scared the absolute shit out of me. Like, what the fuck is that?
Oh hell yeah! This is top tier VHS box art. Just even
One, if
movie
you
poster,
can,
same thing. Yeah.
One, if you can find the box art or video, not video, Jesus. If you can find the box art or the movie poster, go ahead and pop that on the screen right now, please.
And
But
if you can you
yeah,
bring Henry Winkler covered in
no,
bees? I'm
stop,
sorry.
because you
I
will.
know.
Sorry, Henry.
He will. Okay, fuck that. If you bring Henry Winkler, I definitely want Nicolas Cage somewhere in here.
Oh my god!
Juan, just remember that.
Oh my god, the bees! Not the bees! Side
Thank you.
note, Wicker Man.
She knows she's a real one. She's a real one.
Wait, hold on. I love folk horror, so of course I know. Oh, not the bees. The
Ah! Open my eyes!
Wicker Man, the original '70s version, is one of my favorite '70s horror movies of all time. So
Yeah,
yes, I did
you're a
see.
fan of horror stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So actually, you know what? I can pivot on this. You're a fan of like horror movies, obviously. Yeah, for instance. But you're a fan of '70s horror. Now, granted, this isn't the '70s horror, but I'm pivoting this question. How do you feel when a property or a movie series you like gets rebooted or requeled? And this one talking about Candyman versus uh, what was it, 2022's Candyman or 2023's?
2021.
I think it was 2022,
2021.
2021,
Yeah.
because it was supposed to come out in like 2018. It got pushed back like 2 years.
Yeah, because it was one of those like
It was definitely
COVID kind of.
yeah, it was a COVID. It was 2021.
It says 2021 here. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it came out 2021. It was
Okay.
probably weird though. Like I don't know why I said 2020. I know why I said 2023 or something. I thought it was coming out like much later, but yeah, no, it was 2021. But Kai, how do you circling back to that? How do you feel like with the portrayal of the movie, the original movie, and then the reboot, requel, or any of that mythos with that? How do you feel about that in turn, especially with like Candyman and then 2021's Candyman?
I really appreciated this series of like original and like requel because it was original, right? It wasn't like how Eli Roth just said, "Hey, I'm going to make the same movie that I made in 2003 and 2016." Like the complete same movie over, just with a new cast and better film stuff. It was original. It had a lot of nostalgia, um, a great cast, and it created more depth to the original story to where you can keep going on and have this universe of Candyman, like I mentioned earlier. I think it was done very well. Shout out to Nia DaCosta. And yeah, it was great.
Hell yeah, Nia
Unlike,
DaCosta.
again, Cabin Fever. How the fuck you make the same movie twice just to do
I
it?
thought you were talking about Cannibal Holocaust.
No, that's
No, he meant
different.
Green Inferno.
Yeah,
Is it not
Green
the same
Inferno was
movie?
great.
Oh, it's the same
Green
movie,
Inferno
but
was great.
Yeah.
But Eli Roth made Cabin Fever in 03, 04, and then made Cabin Fever the same movie, the exact same movie again in 2016. What was the reason?
except it was like
Ooh,
it was like
2002
serious.
for Cabin Fever.
Like he made it like I'm just gonna make a serious version of it because
Yeah,
the
2002
first one was kind of campy, or there was
Very
campy shit
campy.
in it.
The bunny.
Yeah,
The-
Cabin Fever came out in like 2002,
Yeah,
but then
I
the
was
other one
little,
came
and
out
I
damn
loved
near a
that
decade
movie.
later.
I was like, I'm never changing my
Um,
legs.
and that's a good way to look at it because I like it when franchises, or if you're gonna do a reboot, it's not it's not a fucking like one off, like a one for one adaptation. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that isn't.
Yeah, it
Um,
just really depends on the strength of the first film.
yeah, because the first film could be beloved, right? And then you do another one, and it's not that whatsoever. So it can be like that, and it just like it could throw you off, and it just kind of sullies your memory of the first one, or just make you not give that second one a chance because of how you cared about the first one a lot.
Mhm.
But in that rare moment to where you can actually enjoy both and see them for what they are, is I will say the Candyman requel was able to
Yeah.
do proper.
It was great. I
Um,
loved it.
yeah, yeah.
And then
I like that one a little bit more than I like this one. But like I said, the rewatch I've kind of eased up on it, but it's still kind of one of those things to where I'm like, okay,
I
I
remember
judge you a little too
watching.
harshly.
I remember watching the second, or not the second Candyman, because technically they have those two other movies in this
We
universe
don't
that we're
speak on
not
the
going
other
to talk
ones.
about. We're not going to talk about that.
We don't talk about those. We do
I
not
was
talk about the
watching
sequels.
2021's Candyman, and his girlfriend, I think Brianna, I forgot who plays her. Brianna something. No, something. Anyways, and the grief that she felt and held on the entire film, going from like seeing her father get killed or seeing her father, commit, and then seeing the demise of her partner, and then the end of that movie. And it was just so much grief. And I was gonna write something about that. In retrospect, to just like the grief and heaviness that Black women tend to carry while experiencing life with Black men in this country and just all that stuff. But yeah, that movie was great. It had depth. Great. It was
Substance.
Good. Yeah.
Definitely had substance.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do you feel about that compared to 1992's? In the terms of, I ain't gonna say subject matter, because that's like easy to say, but like in the terms of like how it handled its subject matter.
I hate to get real political during this
That's why
Black
you're
History
here.
Month, but you can tell that first film was written by a white person, because a lot of times when white writers are writing about Black experiences, it's very, oh, MLK, I had a dream and racism ended. Very like super generic, like surface level, right? And case in point, just like the dialect with the Vanessa Williams's character, and how just her dialect, and then I heard you're looking for Candyman. The whole thing, a lot of it is very, oh, I've seen Black people, or I have, studied Black people and their interactions, but I'm not a Black person. Versus 2021, where it's like, this is a Black person producing it, writing it, directing it. You know what I mean? So, again, thank God for Tony Todd. Tony Todd's back should hurt from carrying that fucking movie on his motherfucking back. That's how I feel about it.
Absolutely.
That was the only reason why I never brought my hate out for that particular movie during that time, because Tony Todd is quite possibly one of the greatest horror actors of my time, of our time,
Yeah.
growing up especially. Of
Yeah,
growing
he's
up especially, because
incredible.
that motherfucker was creepy as fuck. He's scary.
And he was tall and just had such a vanguard about him.
Ganglion and shit too, man.
It was
Shit was
just like,
crazy.
Yep.
I remember when I covered this on my show and I had to do some research for it, and I was home alone. And I watched this whole movie and I was like, let me turn some lights on. Like, God damn, this nigga is scary. Tony Todd is frightening.
Yeah. Nah, that motherfucker is terrifying. I mean, looking at it, and so we're talking about the white man that was doing that. Of course, we know it's Clive Barker, who is not an American. He's a British writer, director. He didn't direct
really?
Candyman. Yeah, he's British.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
One of those I can't tell because he has that voice.
Yeah. He sounds like he smokes like two packs a day, but at the same time, definitely British. With that, but his writing career, he was able to, with Candyman, he was able to help bring that character to life. I will say that's the one thing he got right. Clive Barker.
But you don't know if there's like, is the book different than the movie? Well, it's not even a book; it's a short story, right?
Yeah, it's a short.
Yeah.
He wrote Candyman. He also wrote the short story. But the first half of that, of like how Candyman's origins came to pass, that was like that was the story, and how he was able to have stuff on with Cabrini Green. That was fleshed out in the movie. What else can I say? That in particular, one thing I will give Clive Barker his flowers. He knows how to write a character.
Yep.
And he writes his characters very articulate. And
Yep.
For Tony Todd was an amazing choice to play Candyman as like the titular character, because he carried that with a level that you haven't seen, damn near Shakespearean, like from a black actor in horror at that time, which is
Yeah.
something I will always cherish, even though my feelings for the movie aside.
I heard that was supposed to be Eddie Murphy before Tony Todd.
Oh
That
no!
is
What the fuck?
wild.
No,
Yeah, and the
ooh.
only reason why Eddie Murphy didn't get it was because he's too short.
Oh,
Thank God.
it's okay, Eddie. You still gave us the classic Vampire in Brooklyn.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Sorry.
Wes
Mm-hmm.
Craven, rest in
Yeah, I
peace.
said it. Yeah, I said it.
Hey, I love Vampire in Brooklyn. That
Thank you.
movie
Yeah.
came out the year I was born. Sorry, I had to throw it in there.
Anyway,
Damn. Once again, just I'm old, Yusuke.
I know, right? I heard my knee pop when she said it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to think about like, hey, that came out when I was born. My spleen. Okay. Well, yeah, we are definitely here to talk about Tony Todd and his playing Candyman. Of course, we all three of us uh, really loved and cared about Tony Todd, and we definitely he influenced us into getting into horror because he scared the absolute shit out of us,
Yes. Yes,
just
he did.
in every sense of the word. So, like,
You know what?
there's that. So, let's go ahead. Go ahead.
Tony Todd, not to like divert into just him. You can tell that he's such a classically trained, articulate
Yeah,
art,
Yeah.
actor that there's this shitty fucking film called Caught Up that was made in '98 with
I was gonna
what's
say
his name?
Candyman too, but keep going.
Bokeem Bo,
Bokeem
Bokeem Woodbine.
Woodbine, the
Yeah, it's
goat.
him. He's in
Bokeem
it.
Woodbine.
The evil Dave Chappelle, but
Bokeem
then we found out that
Woodbine.
Dave Chappelle himself is evil, so Bokeem is just good Dave Chappelle. Anyways, yeah, so
Yeah, it's funny how
with
that
him
turned
and
out.
Tony,
Like you had it backwards.
right? We called him evil Dave Chappelle, but Dave Chappelle ended up being evil. And Bokeem is just chilling, and he's an actor. But anyway, so I watched this film with my mom, and Tony Todd plays like a PO in the movie, like some type of like probation officer, and he is killing it. He's making all these other actors look like shit. Like, dang, bro, you were too good.
It's like one of those things. Like sitting there, it's like
Shout out. Yeah,
I studied at Juilliard, and he's
there
fucking
you go.
doing a Tubi movie. That's the
Right?
craziest. That's the equivalent of that shit would be today. He's like, yes,
And shout out to me
yes,
getting
quite.
the Tony Todd jump scare 2 years later when I saw The Crow. I was like, Candyman. Like,
Oh
Oh,
yeah, I forgot. He's like, shit. Like,
yeah,
Tony. It was like Tony Todd with facial hair and hair.
I
Help!
know. Candyman with a beard.
Help! He's suave.
and you don't want to fuck with that Mac Daddy.
Oh my god. Yeah,
It's like the fucking the goddamn. Oh no, he's hot.
yeah, like yo, he's smooth as fuck. Hold on.
Why isn't he the main bad guy? Then you see the main bad guy, like, okay, I get it.
Okay, no, I understand now.
Right?
Okay, I get it.
Rest
Okay.
in peace,
Like,
because geez.
yeah, like holy shit. Be like, hey, all right. Well, it is going to be time here. I'm going to do
Oh
tail.
my god,
of
I'm
the,
on
what?
I'm on the IMDb getting ready,
Uh-huh.
and on Candyman's page, it has a bunch of bees flying around. I'm like, that's kind of cool.
That's epic.
Cause I looked at the screen, I'm like, hey, what a bee? I'm like, oh, look at these bees. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Sorry, they just immediately took all my attention.
Of course, squirrel.
Mm-hmm. Yep, squirrel.
Um,
Exactly.
Speaking of which, not to break your immersion or the seeking attention, Kai, you may not have noticed we've mentioned the name. We actually have an editor now. Our beloved Juan, who
Hey, Juan.
edits our videos and
Juan.
makes sure.
Hi, Juan.
Yes, this is your first time. If you hadn't seen any of the newer videos, that is all him now. There is no way in hell we'd be able to do that.
No, we're not that
But
talented.
Juan's joined the team and he is going to be editing this video. So any random shit we just start nailing out and you start hearing us say his name, that's literally it. But he's just here to not only make the video look good, but to make fun of me because that's literally what's been happening this
I
whole
love
year.
editors in film a lot of times because the editors aren't on set. A lot of
Mm.
times, if you're in the camera and it's like, hey, what's up? So they can feel included because they're like equally as important as the
They
director
are.
to me.
No, they are.
Like it
They
is like you are my eyes.
yes.
Like I have the vision, but you are my eyes. So shout
Yeah.
out to Juan
They
for sure.
Juan's beloved. That
Yeah.
is our guy. We really appreciate him for taking the time out to always get us looking right and putting us up on the YouTubes. Um, so wanted to give him a shout out there. But reason being, we're gonna jump into Tail of the Tape, where
Tail of the tape.
I will go ahead and reel down our opponent, or the villain in question.
And I was like, huh? We fighting Candyman, dog?
Hey,
That is a
hey,
05 matchup in his favor, brother. What are we
brother,
doing?
I might hold on. Hold on, I might could take him. I might could take him. I can't take him.
I'm like, go for it,
Shit,
Shag.
Candyman
I'm
got
ready to run.
hands.
Literally.
I'll be back.
Uh,
What is it that meme? I'll be back. I'm about to fight, blah, blah, blah. He comes back all beat up. Shit, I got jumped. Turn off the
I
camera.
can jump. Please turn off the camera. Hey man, turn
Ready
off
to
the camera. I got to
complete.
jump. All right. Taylor Tape is brought to you by Villains Wiki. So if I say anything incorrect, which in this case I rarely do, it's mostly it'll sum up all the movies together, but we do not talk about Candyman 2 or 3
Thank
in
you.
that sense. So
I didn't realize there was like a Candyman 3 until like 30 years later. I was like, they made a third.
that used to
Same
be a
like we don't talk
USA.
about Tales from the Hood too.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah. No.
It's certain movies that we just don't talk about. Those movies are USA staples. Like they used to just come on
Yeah.
like right after each other and be like, "Now waiting, Candyman 2." Be like, no,
And then Wrong
no,
Turn 5 and then
yeah,
Rest
Jesus.
Stop and those are the good old days, man.
yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get this. Candyman, full name Daniel Robitel, alias obviously Candyman. His origin is the Books of Blood. Occupation is an artist, formerly, obviously, soul collector, serial killer, and, oh my god, founder and leader of the Candyman Hive. We're going to scroll. Powers and skills: immortality, nigh invulnerability, telekinesis, superhuman speed, hook wielding, high intelligence, regeneration, superhuman strength. Apokinesis, which is beam manipulation, which I just could have fucking just
I
said.
want beam manipulation. That sounds metal as hell.
Teleportation, flight, levitation, invisibility, dream manipulation, electrokinesis, ghostly powers, and high durability.
How about the power to move you, Shag?
I'm so happy that he doesn't have any crimes
Hey, there we go.
because I would have, I think I would have fainted. But yeah, there's no crime. Juan, you don't have to edit that. He doesn't have any crimes. He only has his powers and skills because he is a ghostly being.
So ghosts can't commit crimes?
I mean, you can't pin it on him. He's a ghost.
That's weird.
He was
That's
pinning
weird.
it on the white woman too.
I will wait. I will wait until we do the Frighteners. Talk about ghosts can't commit crimes.
I mean,
of course they can because that's like the premise of the movie. But
Yeah.
you know,
but
if I was
he didn't
Casper,
create.
But you know what? He didn't do a crime. You know, he was just.
She did the crime.
yeah.
If
Yeah.
we're gonna count possession, but then there's no way you could do possession. He just manipulated her to do the crimes.
He
Which is
literally
like-
treated her. He just isolated her from everybody and was like, "Hey, either you go to jail or you be with me." So
Yeah, it was kind of one of those things. But no, seriously, there's no crime counter or no
All right.
nothing there. So Jose, can you read the lovely synopsis?
Synopsis for Candyman, 1992. The Candyman, a murderous soul with a hook for a hand, is accidentally summoned to reality by a skeptic grad student researching the monster's myth. Is he a monster? Relax, MW Trivia.
I mean, he kind of says he is.
He's kind of like a boogeyman, if anything.
Definitely. But isn't Boogeyman not a monster? Yes.
Yeah, you got me
Yes.
there, but-
the boogeyman can be misunderstood.
The boogeyman is whatever it wants to be. It's a wrestler. It's a. It's a.
Jose, what?
This motherfucker took me out. Nah, he's not lying. There's an actual wrestler called the Boogeyman, and he's a black man.
He spits worms on you.
Yes. Vomits worms on
Shout
you.
out to Juan. I know he put the clip in already. I know there he's
Please. It's
I hope
in
Juan
there.
had a smile on his face.
Yep.
I just realized I said Daniel Radcliffe earlier. I was like,
You did.
You know, I noticed that, and I was laughing in my mind so hard at the thought of Harry Potter.
Harry
Candyman.
Potter, Candyman. Hey, Juan, you should
High
totally
key,
put
I
that
heard
in
her
there.
say it, but because she has more brain cells than us,
Oh,
I just let it
hush.
pass. Girl, listen, you.
Yeah, they have actual talent like us.
Yeah, you have talent. We're just we fuse and dance into like one caveman. That's literally what that is. So I was like, hey man, she said it. I mean, they said
At
that.
best,
I mean,
we can,
man, I'm tripping.
We can combine like those two little aliens off of Bill and Ted's Bogus
Yeah.
Journey.
Oh God,
And then
dude.
maybe we can get something done. When
Can we
that
not?
happens.
Can we not bring up like '80s movies that they may not know?
Wait a minute.
Do you know Bill and Ted?
Bill and Ted. It sounds familiar.
Oh, no.
Don't
Stop.
fucking do this.
Stop.
Don't do
Just
this.
go.
Don't see.
Just-
This is why I want to fucking do it. I'm gonna keep going. Keep going. Fuck that. Not gonna make me feel fucking ancient, dog. No. Nope. Candyman 1992 came out on October 16th, 1992. in
My
the
mom
United
was still in
States.
high school.
Oh my God.
My mom was a junior in high school. How old were y'all? Like 4? Geez, y'all are not that old.
Yes, we were 4. We were 4. I'm gonna give you that. Yeah.
Yep, they fine. Sure.
I was 4 plus 4.
Here's a fun fact. This movie was distributed by TriStar Pictures. Jose, you know what TriStar
shit.
is.
I sure
know
do. Poor
TriStar.
fag.
Kai, do you know the reasoning behind TriStar when it comes to me?
No.
Did I ever tell you the unicorn story?
No.
Is it not a Pegasus?
It's Pegasus.
Definitely
Okay.
Pegasus.
I'll tell you off air because I don't want. I don't want to tell you. I'll tell you off air because I don't.
Well,
wanna,
real ones know already, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Real ones. Fans of the show actually know the TriStar Pictures story, but I'll tell you because I don't want to waste any more of your time here. This movie had a budget, and I just realized we have a special guest here, so we can actually play the game. Jose, hit the music.
It's time, y'all, for Bop It, Flop It.
I like this game.
Bopper Flop is a game I made up to get on my friend's nerves when it comes to watching movies. He can guess if this movie was a genuine bop or a flop by telling me what. Answering some of these questions. But today we have a special
I'm gonna
guest.
say it right now.
So,
Before we go on, I'm gonna say it right now. Everyone, if Juan found a fucking clip of Tony Todd dancing, y'all need to go donate $5 to the coffee.
You're going to be all right. You just stumbled over a stone in the road.
Yeah,
That's all I got to say. Because that's
No,
talent. Because I was like,
that for real.
no, if I've ever seen that man dance.
Oh my god! If he just pulls up some video of just Tony Todd dancing, obviously we're just gonna give him money for his Lego addiction.
Ah.
Oh, you know what? If he got like a clip of like them dancing from the Bee movie, I would allow that as well. Because bees,
The bees.
the bees.
Or Mike Tyson in his bee suit.
Oh no!
Oh my god, dude! Don't give him no. Don't give him.
I was so
Don't-
fat and nasty.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm feeling beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Don't give our fucking editor any more ideas, okay?
I eat a pint of ice cream every hour. Sorry.
Kai, you're good. You're good. I'm glad you got Jose to break.
Oh, you did.
All right, Kai, you may remember Bop or Flop. This is
I
where I
do.
give you the budget of the movie. You can tell me if it was a bop or a flop, and guess or guesstimate the box office take home. So, of course, Kai, you are our guest.
Mm-hmm.
The budget of this movie was about $9 million
Mm-hmm.
in 1992 money. Was this movie a bop or a flop? And what do you think the take home was?
I think it was a bop. And I
Mhm.
think I feel like I'm lowballing to be safe, but maybe like what, 27 mil?
27? Okay.
Yeah.
Final answer? 27?
Yeah.
27. All right. Jose, was this movie
Yeah.
a bop or a flop? And what was
So I'm
the
gonna say.
box office take home?
So yeah, I'm gonna say it was a bop for sure.
Mhm.
You said what? 9 million?
9 million.
Damn, that was a good guess. 27. Ooh, should I fucking Price is Right her? Price is Right them?
Please,
Ooh,
God.
ooh.
Please,
Wait, but
God.
do I go above or lower? Oh, I'll say 26 million.
You dirty bastard. Final answer?
Final answer.
Okay. So, you both are correct. This movie was a bop. With $9 million as a budget, the one who got it the closest. The take home was $30 million. So,
Oh wow,
is the closest to it.
Jose.
I $1 the wrong way.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, I
yes.
said 27. Oh yeah, I
You said-
won.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you won. You won. You won.
Good job.
Congratulations
Thanks.
for being smarter than Jose, which is not hard
Damn,
to
shut the
do.
fuck up. God damn, they went on for like 10 minutes. I'm like, hold on, just cheer a little bit.
This movie obviously comes out in 1992. This movie is starring Virginia Madsen as Helen Lyle, Tony Todd as the title character Candyman, Xander Berkeley as Trevor Lyle, Vanessa Estelle Williams as Anne Marie McCoy, Cassie Lemons as Bernadette Bernie Walsh, Dewan Guy as Jake, Gilbert Lewis as Detective Frank Valiento, Carolyn Lowry as Stacy, Stanley DeSantis as Dr. Burke, Marana Elliott as Clara, Ted Raimi as Billy, Michael Culkin as Philip Purcell, Bernard Rose as Arnie Walsh, Eric Edwards as Harold, Rusty Schwimmer as a policewoman, which I've noticed her before, and I can't remember what movie she was from. Um, when she telling Helen to like strip down in the police station, she's
Take
from
off your
something.
brassiere.
Yeah, her line delivery was amazing. I don't know why.
Take off your
She just did
brassiere.
not
I'm
care.
like, I
Take
have
off
to
your
take a
panties.
shower.
She's having an existential crisis. She's like, take off your panties.
She's
Lift
like, this is
your
just
right
another fucking
boob.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
Lift
like
your
she's like,
left breast.
I don't get paid enough for this shit. Letitia Martin and Lanisha Martin as Anthony McCoy babies, and then Terrence Riggins as the gang leader.
Oh, so they were girls.
Is yes,
You want to know why they have to use twins a lot of times in kid movies?
I remember that being mentioned only because twins, but
Because they alternate,
yeah,
and you have child labor laws. So, for example, if one baby's fussy, they'll put in
Ah,
another baby.
that's the same thing for Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen too.
And the end with Dylan and Cole Sprouse, it's also timed. You
Yeah.
can only have certain kids, and they're very strict about that. Child labor laws, clearly. So you could only have a child in for a certain number of hours. So while he's working, Cole is probably sleeping, going to class, whatever, and then they flip
Mm.
flop.
Now I know you've been on a lot of movie sets, and currently on a break right now. Um, has that rule been changed, or has it stayed the same over the years, or does
It
it depend
really
on each state?
it depends on that. And then, like, for example, the last movie that I did where it was children involved, we did have twins on set. Yes.
Mm.
So it has not changed. It was two
Okay.
twin girls. The character was one person, but
Yeah.
it was
yeah.
two twin girls. And so, for example, we were filming in like really tough weather conditions, and one baby just wasn't having it. So they just, all right, switch, and they switched the baby out. So if you have identical twins, you're a hot commodity in
Yeah.
Hollywood.
The only thing matching on me and my sister is our forehead, so
I'm
it wouldn't have
screaming.
worked.
God damn.
Wouldn't have worked. Wouldn't
Oh,
have
Shaq,
worked.
by the way, because
Sup?
I am your best friend, though,
Sup,
I
bro?
looked up that actress. Where you have seen her from? She's the lady in the restaurant in Jason Goes to Hell.
No fucking way!
Yeah.
Fucking knew it.
You're
Yeah,
such a
that's
I was like,
memeable
where have I
person.
seen her from, dude?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
She's
where have I
like,
seen her from, dog?
backhand, and her mouth is like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that
That was
movie's
terrible
ridiculous.
for the
I'm
audio.
mad.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
mad that you bring that up because I'm like, why are you making me remember that movie? And I'm like, okay, wait,
You're
no,
like,
this is why.
You
yeah,
know
Jason Goes
me.
to
I love
Hell.
Jason
Oh,
X.
Jason.
So does
Hell
Jose.
yeah.
But this is Jason Goes to
Oh, we
Hell.
finally get a chance to talk about how we fucking love Jason X.
That movie's so great. I don't know what Shaq's talking about.
I love Jason X.
I never said I hated Jason X, dude.
It's fun. It's a great time, man.
I never
it
said
doesn't
I
take
hated
itself
Jason X.
serious.
I love Jason X the same way I love Halloween 2. Like,
Halloween
I
2 is
just
probably a
love
better
The
movie.
OG too,
Halloween
or
2 is great.
Wait, whoa. Which Halloween? Whoa, time out. Which Halloween 2 we talking about?
The first Halloween 2.
Okay,
Okay.
the only
The
one.
hospital.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, okay, no, we're good. We're
yeah,
good.
I
We're
didn't
good.
know if you were talking about Rob Zombie's Halloween.
We were like,
too.
Um,
That movie
yeah,
has
let's
a
not.
horse in it. Anyway,
Anywho,
that's the theme.
was there any other particular things on this production that I wanted to say?
He got stung by those bees for real.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's like a
He got
legendary story.
He got $1,000 for every stinger.
Yeah, the one who had to have the bees come out of his mouth.
He probably
Sheesh.
yeah, his bonuses were fat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see. I'm gonna read this production story and then I'm gonna let Jose go into the movie itself. Um, so Clyde Barker's short. This is all from Wikipedia, by the way. So if it's wrong, to steal my friendo's phrase, fuck them, not us. Um, Clive Barker's short story is set in his native Liverpool, which was about segregation and the culture of the poor urban areas. For Candyman, Rose was so shocked by Chicago's dynamic architecture and large amounts of prejudice that he decided to change Liverpool's location to Chicago. Assisted by the members of the Illinois Film Commission, Rose scouted locations in Chicago and found Cabrini Green, a housing project notorious for its poor construction, violence, and high robbery rates. The project was also located in between high class neighborhoods, meaning that the character of Helen could feel Cabrini Green's chaos from a safe apartment not too far away. This Americanization of the story turned Candyman into an interracial love story where the ghetto residents are now victims of the titular killer. With this change, Rose wanted to showcase that those are the living in the poor neighborhoods as regular human beings that are trying to get by, which is why he avoided tropes that are common in most American ghetto stories, such as gangs and drugs. The Rose I'm talking about is the actual director,
Oh,
Bernard
the
Rose.
director.
I mean, I get that, but I feel like the with the urban legend circling around Cabrini Green, also with the idea of them trying to cope with said urban legend and the crimes that actually came from Candyman, right? With, oh, we found Candyman. He's a real person. See, he's not real. He's just a gang member. And it's like,
So I get what they're trying to say in these notes because the original story is happening in London, in Liverpool.
yeah,
So it's the different. The tone of the story is like different.
yeah.
And then when they put it in Chicago, they changed some stuff up to make it feel like it was still like a realistic type story for the '90s telling. Like 2021 did a better job of this, but
Yeah.
all things considered, in the '90s, you worked with what you had, and he took. Of course, you're taking a short story that's only like so much you can do with it, but you're stretching that out. So I get why. I get why the change. Let's see if there's any other interesting tidbits here. Okay, I'll read this paragraph and we'll get on. Rose's screenplay garnered huge amount of attention from casting agencies, and Virginia Madsen and Tony Todd instantly tried to get parts to have chance to work with the filmmaker. It was long rumored that Eddie Murphy was the original choice of the role of Candyman and that the filmmakers could not afford him, but Rose denied this in 2021, calling the notions not even a tiny bit true. Todd, who was
Oh,
fit for playing the killer, as he was 6'5" and physically fit, recalled that there was skepticism from his colleagues about him playing the Candyman due to the number of bee sting injuries that he would have to receive. He persisted as he wanted to work with the director and said, I've always wanted to find my own personal Phantom of the Opera. Man of class.
Bing.
While the Candy while the Candyman's background is unknown in the original story, Todd came up with the backstory for the character in the film. Virginia Madsen was friends with Rose and his then wife, Alexandra Pig, and Madsen wanted to play the role of Helen's friend, Bernie, while Pig was to play Helen. The choice was made by the character of Bernie. Wait, let me see. The choice was made to make the character of Bernie Black American, so Madden lost the part. So Madsen lost the part. As the shooting was about to commence, Pig discovered that she was pregnant, so the role of Helen was offered to Madison. Had Madison been unable to accept, producer Alan Pohl was partial to Sandra Bullock as Helen.
That would
Sandra
have been a
Bullock.
whiny ass movie.
This movie would have not hit the same. There's some good shit in these little paragraphs. Hold on, how much is the plot? There's some really juicy shit in there. Oh, the plot's not long. I can go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and finish these then, because we got when we read off of Wikipedia, it's not long at all. Jose, if I don't know if you got it pulled up already.
Yeah, I got it pulled up. I don't
All
see
right.
the plot at all. Oh wait, there it goes. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see this one. Okay, these are more for the effects nerds in the audience. 3 days of Candyman's filming were spent on Cabrini Green, while other days were spent in scenes on Hollywood sound stages. With the plainclothes law enforcement by their side, Todd and Madison went into buildings of Cabrini Green as part of their research in their roles, which was a useful but distressing experience for both actors. For playing Candyman, Todd tried to act as a primeval boogeyman without
Hey,
overacting the part, which was tricky to do. He worked with Bob Keane on the Candyman's look. Keane first had Todd wear a machine-controlled fake right arm, but found the movements of the arm to be too strict. Then Keane came up with the idea of having Todd wearing a hook to indicate Candyman's supernatural being. He then spent 3 hours making the hook, and Tony Todd suggested the character wear an eye patch, but King rejected the idea. Good choice. Uh, To keep the budget low, Rose instructed a special effects manager named Martin Breeson to use traditional effects instead of optical effects. The same team who worked on Backdraft also designed the set for the bonfire scene in Candyman, which involved using 1,500 US gallons of propane and its largest section having 70 feet width and 30 feet wide in height. Now he would go with the honeybee. The honeybees in Candyman were controlled by Norman Gary, who previously handled the bees on films such as The Deadly Bees in 1966's The Deadly Bees, 1991's My Girl, and 1991's Fried Green Tomatoes.
I don't want to talk about my girl,
Yo,
please.
Candyman's being murdered Macaulay Culkin. Dog.
And wasn't his brother in that movie?
Oh, was he? I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I
can't remember. Holy shit.
Oh. Now in my head, you said Candyman 5 times, and the bees just came out.
He's gonna kill Macaulay Culkin instead.
Oh no!
Oh God. Okay.
Juan, please put some Macaulay Culkin, some white girl footage in here.
Bees! Not the bees! Ah! Open my eyes! Eyes! Ah! Ah!
He can't see without his glasses. They use synthesized queen bee pheromone was used to calm the bees down. The film used more than 200,000 real honeybees throughout, and most of the crew wore bodysuits to be protected from the stings, although all of them at least faced one sting. As Kai mentioned, Todd negotiated a bonus of $1,000 for each of the 23 bee stings that he received during filming.
Man.
In shooting the film's climax, where Candyman sends 500 bees into Helen's face, he first had the bees placed in his mouth by using a protective mouthpiece to avoid as many stings as possible. Gary had used a freshly hatched, non-stinging and non-flying bees as the scene, for the scene, as Madison was very allergic to stings. Jesus Christ,
That's wild.
It took half an hour for all the bees to get into Todd's mouth, and he recalled it being tranced out when he let all the bees out of his mouth, which is why that shot looks fucking amazing. Rose also utilized hypnosis in the movie to work around what he saw as cliche of excessive screaming in horror films. Good call. Bernard Rose came up with the idea to have Virginia Madison hypnotized in the scenes where she confronted Candyman. According to Todd, this process would occur prior to filming the scenes where he and Madison interacted and would roughly take 10 minutes to prepare. This was accomplished through the use of professional hypnosis, who established a keyword that Rose would hear that put Madison under a trance-like state.
There you go.
Movie magic, don't you love it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything to say about that particular piece? I know you're the FX wizard here.
I recently worked on, Lord Jesus, I have a client of mine who's very extravagant, and this year for Halloween he wanted to do Candyman, and he bought dead bee carcasses, and I had to glue those dead bees on his face. I could not glue those dead bees on his face. It creeped me out. They were like $75 a box of just like dead bee bodies from Etsy, and he wanted me to glue them on his face. And I'm like, I've done a lot of weird shit in my career, but like, I hate bugs. Reasons why I don't watch The Faculty, and I hate Slither. I don't watch those. Yeah, I can't get jiggy with that. So I was like,
so can you not watch that with your significant other?
Slither?
Either one.
I can probably watch Slither, can definitely not watch The Faculty. The Faculty makes me uncomfortable. It's a great film, but it's just the creepy crap. I can't even watch the scene in Matrix when they take the little bug and put it in Neo's belly. That creeps me out. And you know what else creeps me out too? Mummy.
That's fair.
Oh,
but that's doing its job though.
What about all the roaches in Creepshow?
Yeah.
She can't do it.
Yep.
Men in Black?
No.
Men in Black?
God
I love
damn.
Men in Black. I love Men in Black. Rick Baker did a wonderful job on that makeup.
She said she did a little too good
I
of a
mean,
job.
there's really only one scene. Well, maybe there's no. I
No,
think
there's
It's a
like two.
couple
There's like
bugs.
three.
yeah,
It's a
there's like a
couple roaches, but it ain't like no. And then they're just doing their thing. The roaches aren't harming humans. They're not doing anything to humans. Only roach that's doing it is big fat roach. But like,
Vincent D'Onofrio,
no.
skinny Vincent D'Onofrio.
skinny. Yeah, that's wild.
Get your
I always
big
forget his
butt
name.
back in the house. Like, what the fuck is he fuck me for? Like, if I was his wife, I'd be like, you tripping.
Yeah, let's
But
see.
yeah, no.
I'm gonna read this controversy scene part here. It's a short one, and then we'll get onto it. The plot is literally not the plot of the synopsis in this is not long at all. But there was some controversy with this movie, so I'm gonna read that real quick. There was some controversy that the film was depicting racism and racial stereotypes. According to Rose, I had to go and have a whole set of meetings with the NAACP because the producers were so worried, and what they would say to me when they read the script was, "Why are we even having this meeting? You know, this is just good fun." Their argument was, "Why shouldn't a black actor be a ghost? Why shouldn't a black actor play Freddy Krueger or Hannibal Lecter? If you're saying to me that they can't be, that's really perverse. This is a horror movie." At the time of the release, Madsen said, "I was and am now worried about how people will respond. I don't think Spike Lee will like this film."
Did he?
I have no idea.
Okay, I was like, did he? I'm kind of curious.
I'm kind of curious now. I mean, they liked it enough to make
I
sequels.
feel like there's a video from I think it's FD Signifier, one of my favorite YouTubers. He did a expose on why black villains in general, across all like genres are really important. And I think that um, having black villains is not only important, but having the purity of a black villain outside of any racial disparities or any type of like vengeance. I would really love to see a black villain that was just villainous for basic fucking reason, like, oh, I was bullied, or oh, I don't know, I just wanted to do it. Not like because my grandmother was hung on a tree in 1972. Like, you know what I mean? I'm tired of that shit. I
Okay.
want to see a regular.
Okay. I have a perfect movie for you, and that movie's called Demolition Man. And Wesley Snipes.
Oh my god!
He was he was on the expose too. He even included Ma. Don't make me drink alone. Don't make me
Oh
drink
Lord,
alone.
nah, hey, but no, you just talked about. So one of the reasons why I wanted to have you during our Black History Month to do this, not just for Candyman, but just to be just as another black man, as a black man to another black person as well. We idolize not just horror, but we like seeing ourselves in those spaces. Especially, I like my villains. I'm doing a whole show on fucking villains. So black villains in the month of February are super important to not just me, but Jose, and showing that representation. So having you here to experience that is very, very special to me and Jose. So thank you again for joining us.
Of course.
But piggybacking off of what you said, if you haven't seen Demolition Man, and you want somebody to be who's black and just straight evil for no fucking reason
No
whatsoever.
reason.
That-
Like,
no, I'm dead. I'm not kidding you. If you've never seen Demolition Man,
Wesley Snipes.
he plays two of our favorite fucking villains of all time on this show: Simon
Yep.
Phoenix, and of course Nino fucking Brown. Yeah,
Sit your
New
fine
Jack
ass
City.
down before I make change.
Yes, that shit. Boy,
He
I
was
never forget
ripping
me and
niggas
Jose.
up in that movie.
Me and Jose were watching that movie. We did not talk. We just
We
was
were
watching
just,
art.
just watching it. Yep.
We was like, "Yo, this shit is great." But speaking of great, Jose, it's finally time.
Random little tangent, real quick.
What? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll get back. She brought up Kai brought up a FD signifier. I forgot
Yeah.
what video of his I was watching. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, fucking Eye Patch Wolf pops up. It's like, "Hello, everyone. I'm the white guy." FD.
Oh, he does that a lot.
yeah, got
Yeah.
to like talk about fucked up stuff white people have done. So I was just like, oh my, that shit cracked me up because I guess yeah, I don't know what video it was. He just popped. I'm like, what the fuck? Like the fuck is Eye Patch Wolf doing
Real
on this video?
quick, real
Yeah, go
quick,
ahead.
y'all, and I promise I'll
Yeah,
let you. I was having
no,
this
you good.
conversation with my significant other about black classic films that are not horror movies, but that are horror movies, like Menace to Society, but most
Juice.
notably Juice, right?
Juice,
Um,
Tupac.
I'm so sorry, Tupac is absolutely a fucking villain. Um, and I don't I set it off too, but that's more just like a certain like na- man versus nature versus like
Mhm.
Tupac was just
Yeah,
fucking
they
bumfuck
because
crazy.
no, because he fucking we did that. I don't know if you saw that episode that we did. We covered that movie, Kai.
Hmm.
That and Dick, Mister like Mr. Dickerson did that, and that's in one of our
Hmm.
favorite movies we covered. But
Mhm.
we literally just saw his descent into madness, and where that motherfucker just became a normal YN to Michael Myers.
Yeah, he fucking lost his medulla.
Yep.
Boy,
That
just
movie's scary as fuck.
the and that is how you know he was a horror director because the back half of that
Yep,
shit, like
was
the middle
scary.
and third, back half of that shit. Jose, what was your favorite part? The elevator scene,
Oh,
right?
like I always say, the fucking pure fucking cinema. Buddy in that fucking elevator, just like all of a sudden elevator open, fucking Tupac's right there. Fucking Cypress Hills, I could just kill a man playing it. That's cinema. God, that shot is amazing. And he's just staring at him, just like, it's
Yeah,
just like,
Jesus. Yeah,
yeah.
nah,
Yeah.
that the locker scene. There's so much stuff. If you ever get a second, go look back at that show, and I bet go and look at that episode that we did. We actually did that last year.
Yeah, that was
There,
last year.
you will know the horror stuff that I bring up and the comparisons
Hmm.
that I bring up during that. You probably will get a kick out of that. But yeah, Juice was, whew, yeah, definitely loved that. All right, Jose, if Harry will allow you, go ahead and start the plot so we can actually talk about the movie.
All right, the plot. As always, we get our plots from Wikipedia, so if something's wrong, fuck them, not us. And here we go. Harry meow. Harry's asleep.
Harry sleep.
Helen Lyle is an anthropology graduate student at the University of Illinois Chicago. While researching urban legends, she familiarizes herself with Candyman, a spirit who kills anyone that speaks his name 5 times before a mirror. She learns of a recent murder at the Cabrini Green Homes public housing project. Goddamn, that was long. Several others that have been attributed by locals to Candyman. Skeptical, Helen and her friend Bernadette Walsh repeat Candyman's name to Helen's bathroom mirror to no avail.
Can you say Candyman, Jose?
Candyman? Candyman. Oh, you're trying to get me to say
Candyman.
5 times? Ah, no thanks. Aha.
I
I
mean,
see
we've
through your
said it
evil
like
plan.
we've said it way more times than that. So if I don't wake up tomorrow,
Uh,
just know what happened.
Yeah, but
have a
I'm treating this
mirror.
I'm treating this as Beetlejuice rules. You got to say it in a row.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, yeah.
But you also said like Candyman is what was killing
Like a
you.
So I
Jamaican.
don't
And you
say it.
pronouncing it that way.
And see, if I pronounce it a different way each time, maybe it doesn't work, and I don't get murdered in my sleep tonight.
Nah.
Ah, take that, Shaq. Loophole. No,
Your inability to read is not a loophole, sir.
yes, it is. Because if I couldn't read, then I wouldn't been able to read the Necronomicon, and I'd be fine. Evil Dead would not have happened. Yet another horror movie I can survive, Shaq.
I hate you for being factual. Anyway, continue.
Helen and Bernadette work together on a thesis on how Cabrini Green residents use the Candyman legend to cope with racial inequality. She and Bernadette visit the scene of a recent murder. There, Helen discovers a room where sweets have been left for Candyman. Afterwards, they interview the victim's neighbor, Anne Marie McCoy, a single mother raising her infant son, Anthony, which is very important, y'all. Kind of. Helen and her husband, Trevor, Alongside Bernadette, later have dinner with Professor Philip Purcell, an expert on the Candyman myth. He discloses that Candyman was an African American man born in the late 1800s as the son of a slave who grew up to become a renowned painter. After he fell in love and impregnated a white woman, her father sent a lynch mob after him. The mob sawed off his right hand and smeared him with honeycomb stolen from an apiary, Apiary,
Apiary.
apiary. Thank you. That doesn't even look like apiary. Whatever. Attracting bees that stung him to death. His corpse was burned and a pyre erected on the site where the Cabrini Green homes were eventually built.
All right. Did we want to go over any parts of that? Um, some of my favorite parts. Again, this is for me talking about the filmography of it because I want to say this is it, a part of that scene is where Helen goes to have dinner with her bosses or her boss, and they're going over the story of Candyman. But one thing about this movie I fucking love is they do what I like to call like the Dracula type effect, where they only focus on the eyes, like the shadow. You get like the top half of the mouth, probably up to here, and like the forehead, but they like everything's dimmed out, and it's only the eyes that are saying that.
Yeah.
That is one of my favorite fucking shots in this entire movie. Like and it's almost to the point to where because you only see it again when she's in trance.
Hmm.
Like it doesn't happen. The further the movie goes on, I think the light gets dimmer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's one of the coolest fucking shots about that. I mean, I'm trying to remember what else happened in between those two paragraphs, but like that was one of the things I remember the most of.
The fucking professor tried to shit on Helen and was like, "Yeah, I did that paper on him years ago." Like, who cares?
Yeah. What was is that shot called a certain thing in the film industry? Do you know,
I don't
Kai,
know,
or
but I know
nah?
exactly what you're talking about because a lot of times if
Yeah.
there's a narration, if
Mm.
in the then it'll have the person and then like faded in the background you'll have the actual like action playing. I don't know
Hmm.
the
Like the
actual
POV.
name. Yeah, POV,
Like the
but you
POVs,
don't.
like
I
you're
don't.
literally looking at the person. It's everything else is blurred out, but they're like this one was just focusing on the
You're
eyes,
seeing
where
what
they
they're
like they
seeing.
darken. Yeah, like the dark. They just darken everything up from like the eyebrow up and probably up to the top lip down, and
Yeah.
it's only focusing on the eyes. Like that's the only bright spot. And the only other movie I remember them doing this on just vividly is Dracula. Anytime Dracula would
Hmm.
talk, it would just be his eyes like that,
Hmm.
and everything else is darkened out. Like the old Dracula, not Bram Stoker's.
Bela Lugosi.
Bram Stoker.
Was there anything else in that particular scene, or you want to continue, Jose?
No, none really comes up to mind.
Okay,
The
Kai,
cold
what about
opening was
you?
cool. Did y'all think? What y'all think of the cold opening?
A
Um,
cold opening. Okay,
this is
go ahead.
important because this is where you find out the story. Um,
Hmm.
and then also how no one wanted to touch this story. Even Bernie was really hesitant, especially being a black woman and going into Cabrini Green and knowing what the dangers that were awaiting them outside of Candyman, just like in real life. Um, yeah,
I want to ask you, just spin off of that. Did you think she was afraid of the story, or did you think she was afraid of the hood?
she was afraid of the hood,
Yes, I
Okay,
would be like,
I
yeah.
and
gathered
I
that.
also I
Yeah.
feel like that it showed reality versus this level of like virtue that some white people feel when they're covering black stories. It's like, oh well, nigga, I'm telling you that it's some bullshit going on over here. Like you're not safe, and you're like, well, no, it's like I have to get this footage or this art or this coverage because the story, and it's just like, yeah, that's great and all, but like this is something that is more realistic for me than it is for you. I'm sorry.
I just found out that Bernard
I'm
Rose is
old.
also a Britishman, a British director. So that explains a lot of stuff. So
Hungry Bees.
yeah, but yeah, okay, yeah, that's just what I wanted to ask you on that. Um, but Jose, yeah, anything else you wanted to add? Oh yeah, you said the cold open. Um, Kai, did you have any opinions on the cold open for this movie?
No, the music.
The music was actually really good.
The music was excellent, and it definitely played up the fear.
So he's talking about the cold open with the beat, like the bees and everything. The music played into that.
Hmm.
But what sold me on Tony Todd as a character was the opening phrase that he says, like, they will say that I have shed innocent blood, but what's blood for if not for shedding? And I'm like,
Yeah,
that is some Shakespearean shit right there, my guy.
that is a bar, as the
Yeah.
kids like to say nowadays.
Yeah, like that is probably one of their favorite one of the favorite quotes that he said. Like that right there was like that's top tier. Like I can see the Phantom of the Opera thing he was going for with that quote, with that line, because that was nuts. Like that's a metal bar right there, dude. It's metal as
Hmm.
fuck. But the bee shot was also cool. But also, I just be wanting to say the bees.
Not the bees.
I'm childish.
My
Um,
eyes. Sorry. Anyway,
Go ahead, man.
when Helen returns to Cabrini Green, a young boy named Jake tells her of an incident where a developmentally disabled boy was castrated by Candyman in the public bathroom. Helen investigates a site where a man claiming to be Candyman batters her with a hook. She identifies her attacker at the police station, who which recognize him as a head of a local gang, and charge him for the murders attributed to Candyman.
Well, here you looking for
A few
Candyman,
days
bitch.
later, that's basically how that went down too. I was like, damn, I
Yeah.
don't remember this. Anyway, but a few days later, however, the real Candyman appears to Helen in a parking garage, hypnotizing her. He explains that due to her discredit of his legend, he must shed innocent blood to perpetrate it. To perpetuate it. Yeah, that word. Helen blacks out and awakens in Anne Marie's apartment, covered in blood, finding Anne Marie's pet Rottweiler, Annie. Oh, the dog was named Annie. Decapitated and her son Anthony missing. Annie. Wait, what? Anyway, never mind. Just don't worry. Annie, Anne Marie. Goddamn, there's too many similar names. Proceeds to attack Helen, who stabs Anne Marie during their struggle. The police arrive and arrest Helen.
Okay, I got a couple of questions here.
Yeah.
Kai, again, I'm gonna shoot this over to you. Do you think Jake set her up?
Nah, she was holding that little nigga hostage. That nigga was
That's
like, I
fair.
want to go home. You had
Yeah,
drugged that
that's
nigga
fair.
all like he was. I want to go home.
Uh, and Jose, I'm gonna ask you this question. Either one, I'm gonna ask Jose this, but Kai, you can feel free to respond too.
Go
The
for
Hell
it.
story
yeah,
that Jake tells her, you think that's real or fake?
real.
I assumed it was real, yeah.
And I
Okay.
like how the second or the requel plays bigger into that
Yeah.
with Sherman Fields. Yeah,
Yeah, I think so. I can't
with
remember.
him with his deal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering that because I'm like, the only reason why I asked if she got set up is because the gang pops up on her right there. I heard you looking for Candyman, bitch. Just pops her
Well,
in the
you
fucking
found
face.
him. But
Boom!
I hear you looking for Candyman, bitch. Well, you found him.
Hit that motherfucker with a fish hook.
that was so unnecessary.
That was
They know what you
hilarious,
did last
but
summer.
not funny.
Exactly.
She got
Where he
popped.
looked, she got beat down.
And it was just like, yo, and they just walked out, stomped her. I'm like, yo. And Jake just walked in and was like, ought to be ashamed of yourself. And
So
just kind of,
dumbass. Told y'all I wanted to go home.
yeah, it's fucking just like that. I just think, but it was so funny that they caught them that fast, and they're doing they're making everyone repeat the line. I heard you looking for Candyman, bitch.
My favorite one is that first dude. He walked up. Where you looking for Candyman, bitch?
Like just everybody back down. It was
For
like, this is, yeah, it just fucking popped up, and she's like, that one, yeah. She got the she got the shades on to hide the black eye, and I know she goes back to Jake, and Jake is like, but you said it was our secret. She's like, ain't nobody else gonna know. We just put the man away. There's no real Candyman. I could talk about that, but I really want to talk about what we're all thinking about. Candyman's first real appearance.
in the parking garage.
Yes.
Yeah.
That fucking scene hit. Still hits to this day.
Ooh,
Helen,
chills.
Mm-hmm.
you don't believe, Helen. Just still waxing poetic as he's walking towards her. And like I said, you saw her face straight up, but as Candyman's getting closer, that's when she goes into that trance, and all you see are the eyes. Like the only light is her eye.
That you see is her eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like responding like she's in a trance.
Mm-hmm.
Again, beautiful fucking shot. Like just exquisite on how it's looking. Because again, you said she fell flat. I think her body language did better than her
Yep. Then her words. Yep.
Yeah.
You're absolutely correct.
Her body language did everything proper. Because that, from her being fucking in a trance to just like her waking up on the floor covered in blood, freaking out, like what the fuck is happening, and then seeing that, and then she's getting jumped by Anne Marie, which justified 1,000%. You wake up with a white person in your house, I'm freaking out too.
And my dog is gone, and
my baby is missing. My baby. I'm freaking out too. But like everything Anne Marie was doing up until that point was like justified. I felt bad for Helen because she's like wondering like how the fuck did I get here, type beat, and it's kind of one of those things like no one's gonna believe this white woman didn't do that.
Exactly.
Like they were like, yeah, we're about to throw you in jail. We got you for everything in that bitch.
You going to jail now?
But that's when she started, and then again. This is where I was saying her body language was pretty much perfect because of the fact that you had fucking she was crying, like just in shock, covered in blood, not even wondering where the fuck she was. She's like, I have no idea what y'all talking about. I didn't do anything that y'all are talking about. And we know we believe her. Yeah. The audience, but everything else is proven like, nah, bitch, you done did that shit. You did that. You guilty as fuck. And she's sitting there crying and stripping, and got the cop asking her, said, "Take off your brassiere." Like unbothered.
I would need to take a shower.
I mean, shit. Would you not want to take it? You covered in some not raspberry, like not no cranberry sauce. You won't want to take a shower too.
And she's like, "Take off your bra." I've been to jail before. That's exactly how they treat you too. You been in jail?
My dad would not. My dad would, boy. I got close, but no. Boy, good old Florida man. Yeah, that's how they fucking. That's literally how they do that shit. But holy fuck, man! Like, but again, Virginia Madsen's just her fucking oh my god, I just forgot it. Her body language was doing the acting, was definitely doing the heavy lifting to match. Tony Todd had the words and the presence. She had the damsel in the whole body, damsel in distress type deal up until a certain point. So that it worked. It played perfectly on that end. So that was really good. What else am I missing from that scene? Oh, her husband sucks.
Yeah.
Trevor
Cheating bitch.
hmm
with a student at that.
I know,
Nasty
right?
heifer. I mean,
I'm like,
getting
ew,
ahead of ourselves, but like I was like,
a
that's
little
one
bit.
thing. It was
Yeah,
one
but
thing
you could tell from scene one. You could
bro,
tell
yeah,
that shit.
he's like, did you eat? He's like, huh, yeah. No, I didn't eat.
I
Food.
mean, I didn't eat food. Yeah, there you go. Look at that sexy. Yeah.
All right. All right, Jose, go ahead and read the last three.
Bet. After Trevor bails her out of jail, Helen spots Candyman in a photograph she took at Cabrini Green. Candyman breaks into Helen's apartment and cuts her neck, causing her to bleed and pass out. Bernadette arrives at Helen's apartment, and when Helen comes to, she realizes that Candyman has murdered Bernadette. Framed for the crime, Helen is committed to a psychiatric hospital. While being interviewed in preparation for her trial a month later, Helen attempts to prove her innocence by summoning Candyman, who appears and murders her psychiatrist. Candyman then frees Helen from her restraints, allowing her to escape. Helen returns to her apartment to find Trevor now living with one of his students, Stacy. Helen confronts him, then flees to Cabrini Green to rescue Anthony. When she finds Candyman in his lair, he informs Helen that her surrender to him will ensure Anthony's safety, offering Helen immortality. Candyman opens his coat, revealing a ribcage wreathed in bees. The bees pour out of his mouth and stream down her throat as he kisses her. He vanishes with Anthony, and Helen awakens to discover a mural of the Candyman and his lover. Helen bears a striking resemblance to her and is hinted to be her reincarnation. Candyman promises to release Anthony. Hey, that's baby A. If Helen helps strike fear into Cabrini Green's residence. Attempting to feed his legend, Candyman reneges and attempts to immolate both Helen and light him on fire. Why are you using these fancy words? Both
I
Helen and
told you this
Anthony in a
motherfucker can't read.
fire. Helen stabs Candyman with a flaming plank. The flames destroy Candyman, and Helen dies while rescuing Anthony. The residents, led by Anne Marie and Jake, pay their respects at Helen's funeral. At home, the grief-stricken and guilt-ridden Trevor looks into a mirror and utters Helen's name 5 times, whereupon Helen's vengeful spirit appears and kills him using Candyman's hook, leaving a hysterical Stacy to uncover his body in the bathtub. A new mural of Helen, dressed in white with her hair ablaze, appears in Candyman's lair.
That
All right.
scene when the psychiatrist died was sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was fucking
that's
that
pretty
was
much.
brutal as fuck. I
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that
great.
was yeah, that was a great shot. Was that like what type of and it's for blood splatters and stuff like that. That's typical. There's like CGI, there's corn syrup, but where's is there another is there's that liquid blood that y'all use, right? On
Yeah,
set?
there's different types. I've used it just really depends on what you're doing. A lot of times if I'm using blood with like in the mouth area, I try to
Mhm.
do like chocolate or they
Mhm.
have specific mouth blood now in
Mm,
2026 where it's like mint flavored and strawberry flavored and all the things. You don't have to use ketchup anymore. Now there are specific types of eye blood that you can use too. I don't know if you saw recently me going viral on TikTok because of the whole blue. I had blue blood, like blue. They have different color blood now that you can
Mhm.
drop into your eyes that are cleared for for your eyes, and it'll make it look like you're bleeding from your eyes. So now the technology
hey,
within the different types of blood is so incredible. But back then, I'm sure they just had fucking chocolate syrup and a bunch of food coloring, and it was sticky and gross, or ketchup. You know.
Not corn syrup?
Yeah, that too. Well, you do the corn syrup, and then you can add the chocolate
Food
syrup
coloring?
adds
Okay.
the depth
Mm.
of the blood, and so it doesn't look opaque. I mean, it doesn't look sheer; it looks opaque because you can't see through chocolate syrup.
Damn,
Word.
I would fucking ruin the take, my fat ass, because the minute that blood hits my mouth, I'll be like, damn, to the girl. Jose, you licked the blood. Oh shit.
Oh shit! Take 47.
Yeah, I'm like, it's my natural reaction.
You shouldn't have made it taste so damn tasty.
I know, right?
Also, Kai, this is day 743 of me asking, "Where's my jar of blood that you promised me for my birthday?"
Oh yeah, I have a whole.
She
I
dog.
have a.
She had a tub. She was heading to a movie. She was leaving the crib. She when she was in town in Austin.
Yeah.
She had a jug of like fake blood in her car. I was like, ooh. She's like, I'll bring you one. I'm like, yes. It's been 4 years.
It's been
I can
82
order that for you
years.
today. I have a bag when I'm traveling with my kid, and I have this thing called a bag o' blood. Can you pass me my bag o' blood, please? And it has different types of textures and colors and consistencies, and I cherish my bag o' blood
I'm gonna sit
dearly.
down and ask you more about that, like in a later date. I'm trying to think. Okay, the public. Looking at just trying to remember the rest of the movie that like stuck out. Um, her being in the fucking crazy house after Bernie ended up getting clapped.
Yeah.
That made all the sense in the world, but it's like no one believes you at this point. Like, dude, it's kind of like
Yeah.
we're like you killed another person. You're going away for a long time.
A long time.
And you know her husband's like, yeah. You're like, it's like, you know,
I
feeling
believe
bad.
you.
Yeah, I believe you. Lock this bitch up. And like and then of course Candyman just freeing her and she's like running. I'm trying to think. Da, 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 da. Okay, yeah, she comes home and sees Trevor with one of the students. Does the whole like, oh my god type, like, oh my god, why would you do this to me? And then fucking runs over to Cabrini Green to go save Anthony because at this point she got nothing else to live for except for getting the baby out of this.
Getting that baby out of there.
And what did you think about Candyman's lair? Oh shit, maybe I should have said a person. What do you think about Candyman's lair?
I'm thinking about
the painting
it,
and everything.
He was an artist.
I'll ask Jose.
So obvious.
We'll come back to you.
Oh,
that is true. He was a painter, so like
he was an
naturally.
artist.
Yeah, he was a painter and a violinist.
Yeah.
Or pianist.
Violin.
He played an
Tonight
instrument
I'll
and he was a painter. I do remember that in like a little story.
Tonight I will teach you Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
And on my version of painting with a twist.
Yes, yes.
He was a painter, man. Yeah, he'd have been a graffiti artist in modern time.
Yeah, I mean,
that way he would have been like, look at this little happy tree next to the happy bees.
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 Fucking Juan's gonna have fun with that.
Or what? You'll release the dogs or the bees or the dogs with bees in their mouth, and when they bark, they shoot bees at you.
Of course, I'm trying to think of what else you just read because we're getting into the movie. I'm trying to remember like the bigger parts of the movie. For me, it was for me, honestly, it's just gonna be the part to where like she gets to Cabrini Green, and of course he opens his fucking coat.
I was just about to say, yeah, it's the coat scene.
Yeah, the iconic coat scene where the bees are just fucking, just like, oh my, like fucking see that when you saw that shit as a child, freaked you the fuck out.
That was so scary. In the mouth.
Yep.
Yeah, no, so the mouth scene's my favorite fucking scene, where the bees are just fucking coming out of his mouth onto her. That's fucking amazing. And then knowing what we know today, that's fucking that was fucking incredible. But just the ribcage shit, man, was so fucking jarring as a kid. Like, it's like, oh my god, what is he eating? Bees?
Yes.
They live there. Like, my teenager brain could not formulate how that worked.
Does he summon them like Beyonce?
I know, right? Wu-Tang
I
Clan.
went this whole
No, for
show
real.
without making a Bayhive joke.
Y'all
I
from
was like,
Texas
I
too.
won't do it.
That's on
I
y'all.
won't do it.
I literally have Beyonce like right, Cowboy Carter right in front of me.
Y'all are
I was trying to
failed.
refrain, but
I was trying. Yeah, I was too. I was like,
Both of you were
I'm not gonna do
Texans,
it.
and one of you was 1,000% Bayhive, and we did not get one Bayhive joke in this entire thing. This
I'm
this thing's
proud
been
of
going on for
myself.
like an hour and 40 minutes, and we have not. We have just now got a Beyonce fucking got a
I
Beyonce quote. That's
I,
insane to me.
I tried to keep it,
Resiliency.
you know,
I mean,
hungry bees.
the bees.
The bees.
Matter of fact, that's what makes it worse. We've made more B movie references and more
The
Wicker
Wicker
Man
Man.
references than we have.
Even Mike
Beyonce.
Tyson.
Fucking Mike, you
Oh
pulled
my
Mike
God.
Tyson out your ass. I forgot
What
about Mike
about
Tyson.
1980s tag team, the Killer Bees?
Shut up, Jose.
Okay,
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
were they Mexican? Were they Mexican? Hold on.
Don't, bro. Stop, please, because you're gonna find
One
out.
already has the picture up on the screen. I just gotta.
Oh my god. I'm gonna ignore him. Open the code. Beast pours out of his mouth. Kisses her. Vanishes with Anthony. Um, we never believed that he was gonna give that baby back, right?
No, I knew he was
Fuck
finessing.
no.
Oh no, it's just two
I knew he
generic
was finessing.
white folks in like some striped drawers.
I tried to tell you.
I was like, no, never mind.
Why,
I don't know
bro?
why I thought it was two luchadors and like a beast.
Anywho,
Shout out to the Mexican
yeah, he
dude
was
from
not.
the-
He was not gonna give that baby back. He wanted to have his cake and eat it too. Type beat.
Yep.
Um, but we can wrap this up. Was there any other part that we wanted to talk about with this? Because the ending, of course, was the ending, and Helen's like, "No, fuck that. We're all gonna die together." Not Anthony though. Get him out of here.
Fuck you, let's die. Sorry.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mhm.
Overall, Candyman, though it has its I don't want to say mistakes. It has its shortcomings.
There you
It
go.
is incredibly impactful. Tony Todd really, really created this character, created this world, and scared the absolute living shit out of all of us, even still to this day. Um, I think that with that going into the second one,
We don't talk about that one.
no, not I'm talking
The
about Nia
requel,
DaCosta,
yeah.
not
Say
Farewell.
Nia DaCosta instead of the second one.
I'm sorry. 'Cause
Not
I don't
Farewell
even
to
think
the
about
Flesh.
this. Farewell to the Flesh. No, we
Okay,
don't
you know
talk
what?
about
That's
those.
fair. That's fair. That is 1,000% fair. Like the
You
second one is
know,
the one that came in
Did he just
2020.
find a
really-
new
it
boo in
really-
that movie? I can't remember.
huh?
Why are we trying to remember it? Let's not remember it.
Okay, let's not remember it. I was like,
Like, why are we doing this? We don't talk
Oh,
about
my-
those. We literally do not.
There's
I,
standalone sequels if that makes you feel better.
I
No,
think
Jose,
that
it
it
doesn't.
really goes into creating a solid base for the 2021 version. And now you have this history and story and richness of the Candy Men. And they get to be heard as well. So I think that that is beautiful. And rest in peace, Tony Todd, man.
Yeah,
That's all I got to say.
yeah. Jose, was there anything towards the end that you wanted to speak on? Like, I did like the husband getting his fucking
Murked.
comeuppance. Yeah, she
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
yeah,
he
nah,
was
fuck
very
that.
Saying Helen 5 times is weird. Helen.
Why the fuck would I say
Helen.
Helen? Like,
Helen.
yeah, like, bitch, I'm not a Greek god. Why the fuck would I say Helen?
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's so weird.
nah, hell no. Like,
You're
just
not
why
even
would you say that?
Yeah, no, exactly.
2 times is enough, honestly. I did
Yeah.
like the ending. I did like the
Have a
ending,
nice
of course.
return. Yeah, the ending's good. Yeah.
Yeah, this movie does hold up. That's kind of
It does.
very. Not a lot of movies around this time do hold up that way, but this one does hold up. Even my feelings aside with the interracial love story into that, I still fuck like it still does its job as it still holds on as a really good movie. Jose, you got anything else you wanted to add to that before we wrap up?
No.
All right.
Pretty much it.
All right. Well, Before we get out of here, a couple things. That was Candyman, good people. You can't even stream this anywhere. You can buy it for. Actually, just buy it. Just go ahead and
Yeah,
buy it.
buy it. It's worth buying.
Physically,
Yeah,
buy it physically.
buy it
Yeah,
physically. Do that.
Shout. There's a 4K from Shout Factory and from Arrow, so have
Yeah,
fun.
have fun. Do
And there's
that. Do
plenty of
yourself.
old Blu-rays.
Yeah, do yourself
Unfortunately,
a.
there's like a Blu-ray with all three of them, which
Don't buy that.
at that point you're getting a movie and 2 free coasters.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
All right. We here at the show, we like to go ahead. A couple questions I'm going to ask you two. Kai, what is your favorite cinema villain moment? That would be, as a reminder, that would be anything impactful starring the villain or your favorite scene of the movie.
For this film?
Yes.
Hungry Bees. No, when he kills the psychiatrist, that was just
That shit was nasty.
that was gross.
That was nasty. What about you, Jose? What's your favorite cinema villain moment?
I'll just say his debut. His debut, like his wrestling, but no, his first appearance, his
It's
first
Tony
real
Todd in the
appearance.
Impact Zone.
What's Tony Todd
Doing
doing
it in the
Impact
Impact
Zone?
Zone. Go ahead. You say when his first appearance in the garage.
What's the sweet man? What would be the?
He
was
Candyman.
Candyman.
He be
Wait, but
Candyman.
like he was Candyman in WWE forever, and he finally went to TNA, and he had to change his name. What would it be? What would it be like?
Candy with a K.
Oh, there you go.
Candy with a K.
They'd be like, it's Sir Candy. Yeah, there you go. Or Mr. Candy.
But
Yeah,
mine
like it's
is
just that whole thing,
just the whole
that
garage scene.
voice, just his aura, as the kids like to say,
Yep.
everything. Yeah.
All right, and mine would be the kiss, the bee kiss, 1000% just legendary. Those bees coming out of his mouth onto Helen, fucking creepy. All right, this is like we here at Cinema Villains also love to rate and review these movies, but what we do love the most is we like to rate the villain in this movie, and this quite possibly is going to be the first of the year. You'll know in a minute. We judge them on 3 categories. Those categories are the motive,
The motive,
the drip,
the drip.
and the threat level. Jose, what are you giving 1 out of 5 for the motivation for
Show me your
Candyman?
motivation. So his motivation is I say his name in the mirror, he comes out and murders me.
And technically, he wants to get the people of Cabrini Green afraid again. So, like Freddy, Freddy 2 rules.
And the white woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he wants them a white woman. So he gets a plus star for that. I'm joking. I just had to talk. I'm joking.
Do you not remember what month this is?
I was just about to say it's Black History Month, brother.
Depending on when this video was released.
Nah, bitch. We are doing it. Nah, it's still February, motherfucker. Don't you do this. What are you giving 1 out of 5,
right
man?
there. Oh shit, dude,
I'm giving them 5.
It's a because I'm like,
it's a 5, dog.
If he's like urban legend rules, it's like a 5 because
that's a 5.
Man, like, say
it's
his name and he pops up. Say his name and he appears.
Yes,
I believe.
Shut up, Kai. 1 out of 5. What are you giving Candyman for his motivation?
I was gonna give him a 4, but I'm gonna knock it down to a 3 because of the whole premise of this being because of a white woman.
Damn.
Yeah.
She turned to me.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. The impact is definitely high because of him being urban legend. Love that. But at the end of the day, you doing all this shit for a white hoe. You gotta get it together.
Damn.
You gotta regroup.
Now
this is a heel turn. I have never. Go ahead.
No, but this might not be fair because does the requel change that? Like I asked earlier, and it's like instead he's like a vengeful spirit because he was done wrong.
I mean, that still is the same
By the
story in the
whites.
first one,
I
right?
guess I don't know,
But then
Yeah.
at the same time, don't get me wrong. Never mind, I'm about to sound
Damn.
problematic.
Girl, you can
but
do
yeah,
it.
there you go. That's fine. See,
That's
so
fine.
I'll stick with 4.
So
I'll
you're
stick
going
at
for
with
the
4?
end, at the
It's
end
like I
of the
said,
day, why are you terrorizing black people because of what white people did to you?
Okay,
So
hold up. Time
that's
out.
why it's
well,
like,
that's what
Time out.
Shaggy's whole
That was
thing
literally my
was.
whole fucking argument. This is a heel turn I did not fucking see happening. This is literally Seth Rollins hitting Roman Reigns with the goddamn chair and switching sides. I am Triple H and Randy Orton on the outside looking at this. I did not prepare for this whatsoever at all.
Wait, did I get hit with the
Not
chair?
one iota. Holy shit.
I can still
Did I
love
get
a
hit with-
movie and have my opinions for sure. You
Damn
know,
it,
I'm gonna
that was
talk my shit.
fucking God. I want to. I'm
Shag. Good day, sir.
I'm taking this as a win.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a win for you.
Drip. 1 out of 5.
That's a 5. No, that's
Five.
a 5.
Iconic.
5 out of 5.
Iconic. 5.
Do you
5.
see that
One out
coat?
of 5.
That fucking coat. It's hot as fuck in Chicago, and he got that shit on. Still fly as fuck.
To be fair, it's
Drip.
cold in the winter.
Yeah. But it's not the winter though, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, they all had
don't know.
clothes and stuff.
That's fair. And the threat level, which come on,
level again to 5. Yeah,
5.
it's like-
Yeah, definitely 5.
It's a 5. It's a 5. All right. So I'm gonna make a fake aggregate score, and I'm gonna ask Juan to politely put that above my head with all our totals calculated, because I don't know math. Florida. Anywho, that is our show. Kai, would you do the
Yeah.
lovely
Wait.
people? What did we
You
get?
almost forgot. So, Candyman, where is he at?
Oh, he's VIP, bro.
He's VIP.
That's
Okay.
VIP, and he's getting in the club. He's VIP 1000%. It's just too iconic of a character. That
And he got a
motherfucker has been
section.
raising. That
Hey, did you
motherfucker
hear
has
that?
been raising hell on us for like 30 plus years, bro.
Yeah. So, is he a Hall of Fame candidate?
If he fucking got a 5, if not for Kai's fucking heel turn, clean sweep, he would have been fucking Hall of Fame.
Okay, so here's the problem with that too. There's multiple Candymen.
Now
we're talking about
this.
So now we're like, okay, so it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. We're this. I know we want to give Tony Todd Hall of Fame treatment, which I will just gladly just put him in there. But like Candyman as a whole, one of my better
Now his
halves
portrayal
here
as Candyman, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1000%. But like we're talking about as a character. Like, come on.
So but he's VIP for sure.
They
100%
made
for sure.
the argument that I was trying to make, and I stand back on. They came to bat when I didn't. Insane. But anywho, he's in the he's in the dome. He's in the Villain Dome. He's VIP, not Hall of Fame.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
I was just trying to look for an excuse to torture you with making us watch all the movies when we do the retrospect.
Kai, beloved, I know you're getting the bedtime sillies. Can you hit us with your where we can find you at all your good old stuff? Tell the people.
Yeah, absolutely. You can find me on Instagram, KY_FX. You can find everything from my old podcast to my makeup to my writings and all the other silly things that I do on there. I'm very seldom on Twitter now. Twitter is not really a safe and comfy space as it used to be. So I try to stay off Twitter. So yeah, Instagram is normally where I'm at. Or on TikTok. I do post on TikTok. So, and that is the same, KY_FX.
There you go.
All right, Jose, close us out, my man.
All right, as always, we thank you so much for listening. And it is now that time. Please take care of yourself. And we now bid you adieu.
Oh, later.